Okay, we're on step 11. We're now going to glue our engine mount assembly, and everything is dry on here. And it's going to go in until the back edge of the motor mount tube is flush with that. We're going to put a line of glue approximately a little bit in front of this, which is about 6 inches, which is what the instructions say. So there's 6 inches. To reach deep inside, I'm going to use a dowel to go in 6 inches, and I've already marked the edge of the dowel at 6 inches. So I'm going to smear some glue in there. When you put it on a dowel, keep it rotating so it doesn't drip on your table like I just did. Okay, so now this has to go in, and I got to use the flats to get past that rail button. I'm going to slide it in, and I got to go to the edge right there. And then I want to look down inside. I do not see a glue fillet on that inside edge where that front ring hits, so I'm going to dribble some glue in there. And then use a wood dowel to smooth it out, create a fillet along that edge. So that is step 11. Step 12, I'm going to glue the fins in. And again, you have the option of either using 5-minute epoxy or wood glue. I'm just going to use wood glue. In step 12, we're going to put wood glue into these perforations. These perforations are for if you're using a 38mm mount, you'll snap these off. But since I got a 29mm mount, I want to put glue back into those perforations to seal them up, make them strong. So I want to really smash that in there. And you can do both sides. And then we're going to put wood glue along the edge. And those will get glued in there like that. And that's a good fit. Make sure it fits nice and snug so there's no gaps along this edge right there. Any excess glue, wipe that off real quick. And then we're going to go do the next one. Same thing. So I'm going to do that, and then when I get them all in, we'll be back. Okay, we're still on step 12. It is recommended that you try to use a fin alignment jig if possible. This is the one that I'm going to use. These are sold separately, and these come in handy. And that's to make sure that all your fins are perfectly aligned. But since we put the rail buttons on, it makes it a little bit harder. So I got to remove this front one so that I can get the fin alignment jig onto the fins to make sure that they're nice and straight. So I'll just pop that off, put the alignment jig on, and then slide it through the fin like that, and then rotate it around, and then I can slide it over my fins to make sure that everything is nice and straight. And that's as far as I can go because this rail button right here is going to prevent it from going any further. So I'm just going to make sure that all the fins are nice and snug along the tube. And then we're going to let that dry. And then in step 13, we're going to put in the fin fillets on the inside, and then we're going to do it on the outside in step 14. So I'm going to let this dry, and then we'll be right back. Okay, the glue is dry on my fins, so I can remove the alignment jig. Okay, so now in step 13, we're going to put glue fillets along the edges anywhere where the wood touches the body tube, and along the body tube on the motor mount as well. In step 14, we're going to glue that centering ring into the tube. So first I want to make sure it's going to slide in easily, so I'm going to make sure that there's no glue along the tube. I'm going to sand off the edge of that just a little bit so I can get it in there. So I'm going to put some glue along those inside edges of the through the wall fins. Okay, so now I'm going to push it in as far as it will go, and then I'll put fillets on. So now in step 15, I'm going to let this dry for a little bit, and then in step 15 we're going to put on the epoxy fillets on the outside. And for this one I will put epoxy on. just because I want them a little bit thicker. But wood glue for 29mm motors should work fine. Using 38mm motors, you might want to go to epoxy. It's a little bit stronger. This should be fine, so I'm going to use wood glue for everything on the inside and then epoxy for these fillets on the outside, just for a little bit thickness to them. I'm on step 15, and we're going to put the fin fillets on. And I've already gone ahead and mixed up some thick epoxy. This is the G-Flex epoxy, and it's really thick. To put it on, I've just taken a baggie, and I've kind of opened it halfway, and I'm going to put this in there. I'm going to take this, and I'm going to push this all the way down to one corner, like that, and then I'm going to cut this tip off. And now I can use like a cake decorator and put a bead of glue down the fin. All right, so that's plenty of epoxy. Got the rubbing alcohol. Okay, so on my fillets, now I'm just going to smooth them out. I want to dip my finger in a little alcohol, get it wet just a little bit so it slides easier. So I'm just going to take that fillet and kind of smooth it out. See, just like that. Have lots of paper towels handy. This is where it gets messy. Okay, so if you get any epoxy where you don't want it, it just takes a little bit of rubbing alcohol and just clean it up. So mine looks pretty good. So I'm just going to let this harden. This is going to probably take 24 hours for a full cure. Then we'll go on to step 16, which is this step here. We're going to take this and we're going to mark the middle, and it's 6 inches long, so we'll just mark it right at 3 inches. Okay, and then we're going to glue that into the tube. So I'm going to put wood glue here, and the trick on this is to use a little bit more than you think you should, because wood glue has a tendency to catch. So you're putting it in, and you got to get it to the halfway point, and it will lock in place. So use a little bit more so there's more liquid in it, so it lubricates a little bit better. So when you put it together, it slides easy, but then you're going to have to clean out some excess. Okay, so find my mark, slide it like that, and then take a paper towel, and you can see I'm wiping it off. Okay, so I'm going to let that dry for just a couple minutes before I do the other side and put the two together. Okay, I'm step 18 right now. Now we're going to glue these two tubes together, same as before. Okay, have paper towels ready for when you push this together. All right, those are good together. Step 19, we're going to take the shot cord. We're going to push it through. Also check on the inside, make sure there's no glue, or at least flatten it out. And then we're going to take the end of the shot cord, and we're going to take some water-thin super glue into the fibers here to stiffen those up. All right, and then we want to take this and we want to cut this at an angle, kind of like make it a needle edge, just like that. And we're going to take our zipper shield and we're going to thread it through the holes. And we want to get it so it's kind of like half in and half out. All right, so I'm going to let this harden, and then we'll be back and we'll pick up with step 21.